Once upon a time, there lived a beautiful and kind girl named Bawang Putih. Bawang Putih lived along with his father that she loved so much in a village, somewhere in Yogyakarta. Bawang Putih's biological mother was long dead due to a serious illness that she had suffered. Bawang Putih lived in a very modest family. His father worked as a small trader. Despite those, they were always grateful for the blessings that had been given to them by God. Ever since her mother left her, Bawang Putih felt very lonely. Moreover, if her father went to the market to trade all day. Because of his pity feeling towards his daughter, he intends to marry Mbok Rondo, a widow with one daughter who lived in the same village. Her father hoped that Bawang Putih would no longer felt lonely because there would be someone to accompany her at home. As a wise father, he told and asked Bawang Putih about his plan.
Bawang Putih, I want to marry Borondo so she can take care of you while I'm not home working.
Okay, if that is what you want, father.
Bawang Putih understood her father's intentions. She also thought that the presence of Mbok Rondo in the family would make the atmosphere more lively and would make her feel not lonely anymore. Moreover, Mbok Rondo had a daughter named Bawang Merah, who was the same age as Bawang Putih. With these considerations, Bawang Putih approved her father's request to marry Mbok Rondo. After marriage, Mbok Rondo and her daughter Bawang Merah lived together with Bawang Putih and her father. Initially, Mbok Rondo and Bawang Merah were very nice to Bawang Putih. However, as time passes, their true nature began to appear when her father went to trade.
Oh my wife, I want to go sell something at the city. Please take care of Bawang Merah and Bawang Putih.
Sure, I will take care of the wheel.
Bawang Merah, Bawang Putih, what do you want after I finish work from the city?
I want a beautiful dress, shoes, and jewelry. I just want a white dress and your safety of your arrival.
Okay, I will come home as soon as I can. Goodbye, Al.
Goodbye, Dad. Take care.
Mbok Rondo and Bawang Merah often scolded and told Bawang Putih to do heavy work, such as cleaning the house, washing, and cooking. All those heavy works were done by Bawang Putih, while Mbok Rondo and Bawang Merah just sat down and relaxed.
Putih, you must clean this house as soon as possible. Wash the dishes and other dirty clothes. Don't forget to cook some food for us.
Yes, I will.
Quickly!
Bawang Putih was afraid to tell her father about their harshful enforcing acts towards her. It was because the last few months, her father had fallen ill at the city. Bawang Putih did not want to make her father worried of her, or his illness will worsen. What Bawang Putih had feared happened. Her father, whom he loved so much, died from the illness that he had suffered. Since then, Bawang Putih's life was even more miserable. Bawang Putih's stepmother and stepsister now had control of everything. They treated Bawang Putih worse than before. One morning, after cleaning the house, Bawang Putih went to a river to wash a basket full of Mbok Rondo and Bawang Merah's dirty clothes. One by one, the dirty clothes were washed. Bawang Putih was surprised when one of the clothes drifted along the river stream. She then realized it was Mbok Rondo's favorite scarf. Bawang Putih could not reach the scarf. The stream took it away faster than she thought. Her stepmother would be very angry to know that her favorite scarf was gone. However, Bawang Putih needed to tell her.
Mom, I need to tell you something.
What is it?
Your scarf drift along while I was washing on the dress at driver's stream. I'm very sorry. I have tried to reach it, but I could not.
What did you say? Go find it or else you won't be able to live in this home again.
Mbok Rondo was very frustrated to hear her favorite scarf washed away along with the river. Mbok Rondo did not hesitate to slap Bawang Putih in this situation. Bawang Putih was also threatened to be removed from her home if she could not find the scarf. Then, Bawang Putih went straight down to the river to look for the scarf. Bawang Putih asked everyone she met, but they did not see the scarf that washed away in the river. Later that afternoon, Bawang Putih still walked down the riverbank, hoping that she could find the scarf. After several hours of walking, she met an old lady who was washing rice in the river. Bawang Putih was afraid to ask the old lady about the scarf she was looking for. It was because of her appearance, which was very creepy. However, Bawang Putih needed to find the scarf. She had no choice other than asking the old lady.
Pardon me, ma'am. Did you see the scarf that washed away in this river? Scarf? Is the one with the flower? Yes, that's the one, ma'am. It's the scarf I was looking for. Come to my husband. It is getting dark. What's your name? Bawang Putih. Come, Bawang Putih.
Bawang Putih nodded her head and went to the old lady's house, which was not far from the river. Bawang Putih was surprised, seeing the house was very dirty and messy. She then decided to stay a few days to help her. Diligently, Bawang Putih cleaned her house, washed the old lady's clothes, and even cooked for her.
Here, let me help you to sweep this room. Just put your dirty clothes and I will wash those after I'm done sweeping. Thank you, dear. Are you hungry? I will cook some food for us. No, let me do that, Granny. Just take a rest right now.
The old lady was happy because there was still someone who wanted to help her. After a few days passed, Bawang Putih decided to go home with the fear of her furious stepmother.
Granny, I do really want to stay longer here, but I need to go home. I need to bring back this scarf to my stepmother. I'm afraid she will be angry.
Well, dear, I understand because you have been really good to help me here. Please take one of the pumpkins as a gift.
At first, Bawang Putih wanted to refuse the offer because Bawang Putih thought the old lady needed the pumpkins more than her. But then, Bawang Putih realized it's rude to reject someone's gift. Bawang Putih then accepted it
Goodbye, Grandma. Thanks for the
and took
pumpkin.
the smallest
You're
pumpkin
welcome,
out of the
dear.
two.
Take care.
She then said goodbye to the old lady and went home. Arrived at home, Bawang Putih gave the scarf to Mbok Rondo. Mbok Rondo was still angry because Bawang Putih did not return for several days.
Ah, you're finally home. Go make us some food. Where have you been after several days? Seems like you brought a pumpkin from the market. Why did you buy this? Did you forget to put the housework here?
Mbok Rondo immediately pushed Bawang Putih to the kitchen to prepare food. Remember the pumpkin she got from the old lady? Bawang Putih planned to cook the pumpkin. Bawang Putih was surprised when she split the pumpkin in half. Bawang Putih found jewelries from inside the pumpkin. Bawang Merah, who saw it, immediately forcibly seized the jewelry from Bawang Putih.
Hey, Bawang Putih, tell me where you got this much jewelry.
Did you steal this from people?
No, I did not, mother. While I was searching for your scarf, I met an old lady who lived at the edge of the river. She saved your scarf, and I decided to help her for what she did. After I want to go home, she offered me this pumpkin. I intended to cook this pumpkin, but when I split it, I don't know why this pumpkin is filled with diamonds, gold, and gems inside.
Haha, you know what to do, Merah? Yes, mother.
In the next day, Bawang Merah went to the old lady's house at the edge of the river. Similar with Bawang Putih, Bawang Merah was asked to accompany the old lady for a week.
Hey, Grandma, do you want me to accompany you for a week?
Of course, if you insist.
Unlike Bawang Putih, who worked diligently, Bawang Merah was just lazing around. If she did something, the results were never good because Bawang Merah did not do it seriously. Finally, after a week, Bawang Merah wanted to go home.
Here, old lady, I have helped you. I want to go now. Can you give me the big pumpkin over there as a gift of helping you?
Oh, well, take it then.
The old lady then gave the pumpkin to Bawang Merah as she wanted. She then took it quickly without saying goodbye. Bawang Merah left and went home.
Mother, I'm home. Wait, there's a girl from the castle.
Quick, Merah! There is the prince who wants to see you.
Okay. Let me introduce myself. My name is Bawang Merah. You look gorgeous, Prince.
I'm searching for a girl who can make the medicine for my mother. And if that girl successfully makes it, I will marry that girl. And now, Bawang Putih has already found a herb and she's making the medicine in the kitchen. I am now waiting for her.
What? How dare she? Wait a second. I'll go to the kitchen and I'll help her.
Tiga.
I can make many kind of medicine. Oh, and I'll make you some food.
Me too. Wait here, my prince.
Bawang Putih, stop doing that! The prince will be marrying me, not you! I will cut this pumpkin first and use the gems from this pumpkin. It can make me more beautiful and gorgeous in front of him.
When Bawang Merah looked inside the pumpkin, no jewelry was found. Instead, a snake came out, chased and attacked both Mbok Rondo and Bawang Merah. Bawang Putih then gave the prince the medicine. The prince decided to bring her to the palace and do his promise to marry the girl who made the medicine for his mother. Come with me to the palace, bring your important things, and we will plan our wedding day.
Impossible. How could you marry a girl like me, my prince?
Why not? I don't care about your appearance or where you're from. I just saw your wonderful palace. I promise, so I must do it.
Well, then, I will be joining you to go to palace.
Let's go then. At last, Bawang Putih got married and lived happily ever after with the prince. End of story.